What is up, comic fam? Welcome to the Legion of Comics. I'm Mark, and today I'm here to look at next week's new comic book day. And man, it is about to be a banger. There's some awesome stuff coming out. But before we check out any of that, check this out. So we're at the end of the month, so I do want to give a quick reminder that a week from this Sunday, we're going to be doing the Ultimate Fallout 4 giveaway live here on this channel starting at 9 p.m. Eastern on At Week's End, the show that I do every Sunday night. So DJ Links and myself will be giving away this exact copy of Ultimate Fallout 4 in a CGC 9.4. That is a first print, first appearance of none other than Miles Morales. So be sure to be there. There's going to be a lot of other live prizes and all kinds of stuff. It's going to be a celebration, a thank you for myself and DJ to all the people that have supported our channel so far. And we just can't not thank you guys enough. We're really excited about it, so I hope you all can make it. So let's get right into it. Kicking off this week strong is none other than Batman number 126. This is the second issue since Chip Zdarsky has taken over the run, and we've already seen it already hit the fan. We saw Robin get shot through the neck. We saw the Penguin die. We saw Batman get framed for it all, and a failsafe got activated, which is an AI that is supposed to be bigger, badder, and faster and able to take Bruce Wayne out no problem whatsoever. So I'm excited to see what they do with this character. I have a feeling it might just be like a 3-issue and done kind of thing, but we'll see how it pans out. I'm definitely excited for Chip Zdarsky's run. And things only get bigger and badder in Dark Crisis issue number 3 from Joshua Williamson. So we saw at the end of the last issue how Jordan has got the gang back together, and he's taking his Emerald Army straight to Pariah in his Dark Army. So things are, I'm sure, just going to get bad to worse in the battle for the Emerald Army. And if things couldn't get any better, there is a 1-in-25 ratio variant by none other than John Jang himself. So if you have a shop that you can chase ratios or even hit them up ahead of time and see if you can probably get one held for you, this is definitely a Jang Gang one that you'd have to have right here. I just love that cover. Lobo, Doomsday, Darkseid, Brainiac, and Wonder Woman's hand and stuff like that. It's definitely amazing. And for all you Jang Gang fans out there, it only gets better because DC versus Vampires next issue is dropping this week with a 1-in-25 ratio by John Jang. Again, 2 direct edition variants by the man this week. And that is a wicked, wicked cover right there. He doesn't mean to be, but he's one of the masters of horror when it comes to these covers. And kicking it back into regular gear, we've got Flashpoint Beyond, issue number 4 of 6 from Jeff Johns, Jeremy Adams, and a huge creative team. We've got Batman, Thomas Wayne Batman, tracking down the Clockwork Killer and getting ever closer. We also have Harvey Dent's son kind of flipping the script and apparently going to break out his mother, all while the Time Masters are trying to avoid the crisis and fix all these paradoxes that are running loose across the Omniverse. So I'm excited to see how this ties into Dark Crisis and how big this can escalate. Dr. Manhattan popped up in the last page of the last issue, and I'm really, really hoping that he gets pulled into Dark Crisis as a major player in it. And next up, this is kind of a retro one right here. I did read the synopsis on Ghost Rider issue number 5, and it looks like he's gotten invited to a rally or a race, which reminds me of like the old Ghost Rider, like 11 or something, that a special guest starred the Hulk, where he was in a derby and everything and kicked off to the side to fight the Hulk and everything, which he jumped the Hulk off in that issue. But it kind of gave me those vibes reading that synopsis, so I'm definitely excited for this. Cale New has been crushing it with these covers. This has just been a wicked cool series. I highly recommend it to anybody. But real quick, big shout out to the channel sponsor, Big Time Collectibles. If you need any retailer exclusives, mystery boxes, FOC orders, be sure to hit them up at bigtimecollectibles.com. You can also follow them on any of the social media platforms, Big Time Collectibles. Next up this week, and one that I'm really pumped for, is the finale to Tom King's Batman Killing Time. We've seen this crazy heist go from bad to worse with the Riddler and Catwoman with this God's Eye item that we really still aren't 100% sure what it is, but the Penguin's out to get him. His right-hand man, the Help, is now working with Batman to try to get his hands on it. That's, of course, going to explode in their faces before it's all over, and it's all happening in the middle of a turf war between all the different gangs of all the different rogues, just to get revealed that there's somebody pulling the strings the entire time. And I don't want to spoil that in case you haven't read it, but that was a really cool little turn at the end of the last issue. Pumped to see how this one wraps up this week. And keep it on the Batman track, we have Batman, the White Knight presents The Red Hood by Sean Gordon Murphy. And now Sean Gordon Murphy is not doing the interiors on this one like he typically does, but it is a spinoff of the primary White Knight series right now, Beyond. And I'm excited to see what's going on with Jason Todd in this universe, because in this universe, he is the first Robin that has a jaded relationship with Bruce Wayne. He's now ousted by the GTO when he's off doing his own vigilante thing once again. So I'm pretty pumped to get this little expanded thing. Red Hood was teased for a long time. At least Jason Todd was teased for a long time in the series. And we're finally getting him, and in bulk. So this is definitely one that is on the get list for sure. Next up, and this one seems like it came kind of quick, but it's on the solicitation, so I'm going to roll with it anyways. New Fantastic Four, issue number 3 from Peter David. And this is one of the retro Marvel comics, and it is so fun so far. And things have escalated in this with the Demon, kind of his presence in LA, just causing everyone to become violent and riot. They're pretty much all possessed. And the New Fantastic Four standing in the streets amongst this entire army of possessed people and demons alike, where they're having to hold back and not kill anybody, while all the while you have Wolverine and Ghost Rider trying to go ham on them. So I'm pumped to see how this goes. It's been action-packed fun so far. And next up, we're going to switch gears and get serious for a minute with Aquaman Andromeda, issue number 2 by the amazing writer Ram V. So this series is from the DC Black Label imprint, and wow, 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 that first issue just knocked it out of the park. This is set in a world where no superheroes exist to humans' knowledge, and the first one ever discovered was by a scientific research team in the depths of the ocean, and they were trying to investigate an alien crashed ship when Aquaman comes and meets up, not with them, but in the same area to investigate himself. Some fights rage out with sea creatures. Black Manta has been hired to go investigate it himself, and they're all about to cross paths under the sea, and it's just wicked, wicked cool. And next up, we're still on that road to issue number 100 with Mighty Morphin 22, legacy number, I think 97 or something like that. So we're almost there. Beautiful in-Huck League cover, and we're getting the whole teams from both books are kind of getting back together to face off with this new Ranger that's coming up. It just ain't really hitting for me right now. It's definitely some good writing, some good stories, but there's just so much other stuff going on, really overshadowing this for me right now. It's really unfortunate timing with him getting this big issue, 100-issue push right now. But one that I am stoked for, and it will be the last one on the list, I think, for this week, and that's none other than Black Adam, Justice Society Files, Cyclone one-shot. They did the Hawkman one-shot a couple weeks back, and man, if you're excited for this Black Adam movie, these are must-reads. This is prequeling the movie, building up to it, and you kind of get the dynamic for this movie universe for Black Adam and for the Justice Society. You see where they've already been around for a while, and the team is come and gone, but they're having to get back together for reasons basically to do with Intergang, which has been confirmed in the universe, and that's who you probably are seeing in the trailer flying around on the high-tech stuff and fighting with Black Adam in the streets of Kandak and all that. But this one's going to be focusing specifically on Cyclone and how she's wanted to be a member of the JSA for years, and she now has the powers to do so, and can she live up to it? And it's also guest featuring Hawkman from that last issue, so we're kind of seeing her get brought in. I guess she's going to have been a late member of the team, where the rest of them, like Hawkman and Fate, were on the team previously. We're going to have some of these younger characters coming in for the first time on the team, which I think is a pretty cool little idea and brings that young blood dynamic to the team. So that's going to be it for my must-reads, my must-pick-ups. There are other stuff coming out that definitely caught my attention. There's some Judgment Day tie-ins. I read issue 1 of Judgment Day. Didn't blow me away. I might read issue 2 if my pool that week isn't too huge, but if I have some free time, I might check some of the tie-ins, as well as there is a new Mary Marvel comic. It looks like a 4-issue miniseries for Mary Marvel is going to be dropping, so I might check that one out as well. Just really depends on how the time is allotted. But last this week, I do want to point out, be sure to hit up Justin Comics over on Instagram if you need anything cleaned or pressed. Use the promo code WeAreLegion and take advantage of the special offer that he's got going on. The link to his Instagram is in the description of all of my videos. And if you want to know what my top pick for this week's going to be and why, check out my friend the Comic Vets channel. Him and I drop a video on Sundays that premieres on his channel where we each give you our top pick for the week and why you should consider picking it up. And finally, a big thank you to the Augusta Book Exchange, my LCS. They are the keepers of my comics and the guardians of my pool box. If you're ever in the Augusta area, stop by, tell Paul and Donna I said what's up, and let them know we are Legion.